haven't we met somewhere? Not the peaceful, loving type, are you? Ah, from the Pleasure District. That's right. I remember those eyes. Sorry about all that. My memory's pretty hazy.
Had a few too many again, did you?
Sadly, yes. And I ended up getting soundly beaten by our friend here. To be honest, I might have struggled even stone cold sober. Your skill with the sword is quite something, but you seem to be self-taught. I recommend you test your mettle at a proper dojo. Ganzui here is off to do just that. And he's no slouch when it comes to his studies either. No wonder he's showing Yoshida's favorite.
This accursed city is full of outsiders acting like they own the place. Removing them from our land calls for force, not diplomacy. Now is the time to show the world the tenacity of our blades. In the name of this divine country.
There he goes again. I'm going gambling. I've been lata short on coin of late.
Where are your manners, Shinsaku? Show our guests some courtesy.
Want to join me? You seem like a lucky sort. I get the feeling you survived a few scrapes you shouldn't have. I had a feeling you would come. Let me show you the ropes. It's safer that way. Wander in alone, and you're sure to be ripped off. I've got a feeling I'm going to win big. As long as you let me borrow some of your good luck, that is. Well, I had quite a hot hand. How did you fare? You've got some nerve. Still, I don't hate your sense of humor. Fair enough. It's about that time. Stay too long, and you never know what you'll get mixed up in. So, what do you make of the place? There's never any shortage of gamblers to take money from. Come whenever you feel like letting your hair down. See you around.
Ah, you're alive and well. That is a relief.
You know, it seems you really were born lucky.
Not that everything went smoothly, of course. Harris got away, I understand. Did you find that samurai who came on the black ship? So, even one as gifted as you was foiled. But getting that close to Harris was no minor feat.
The Americans were ready for us. It's almost as if someone tipped them off.
Stop that nonsense. I know how you feel, but this wild speculation helps no one. The treaty will be signed, no doubt. We must accept that. But we will not give up. The Red Demon and the Americans may be looking for you, but we will aid you. We're in the same boat now, after all. Well, until next time.
Now? Sure. Not a problem. I was just thinking I've had my fill of idling about in gambling dens. And, I wasn't in the mood for the Pleasure District either. Good thing you came along, because I feel like a good conversation. Kusaka often leaves to practice his swordsmanship or the like, and gets utterly consumed by it. But I need to break up the monotony, keep things varied. Even in battle, I'm there, wishing I could noodle the shamisen. Why don't you give it a go? Fighting isn't everything. We'll have more to talk about when you understand the finer things. You're missing the point. Listening is totally different from playing. Don't worry about playing well. You will understand in due course if you try. And with stuff like this, you can learn the theory. But that won't communicate the joy of playing. Don't overthink it, just go with your gut and let your fingers work. That'll lead you in the right direction. The arts of combat and performance have much in common. You will understand once you try. If you like to learn, I'll be glad to teach you. Even if it's just a once. I would love to hear what kind of melody you make.
Thank you so much. I tried to think what might have happened. I heard there was someone who sounded like Shinsaku in the area. But then those thugs just surrounded me. No, I think you're likely to find Shinsaku up ahead. But I've heard he's been rather unruly of late. I thought me being there might make him less likely to act up. But I fear I will just be a burden to you. Will you go to Shinsaku in my stead? Thank you so much. Please, be careful. I'll be waiting at the Sakura Inn.
Have you had enough fun? Well, I'm impressed. I guess you got more than just luck on your side. I've been putting together my militia. Isn't this the perfect place? The authorities won't suspect a thing. You came all this way to tell me that. And he's to be executed, right? That's not news to me. But are you sure you want to share that news with your enemies? I mean, you are working for the shogunate, aren't you? Am I? Well, perhaps. I'm not a mind reader. But what does that matter in the end? It would be a waste to kill you now. We are not done with each other, I'm afraid. So, Katsura and the others at the Sakura Inn, I'm sure. Come join us there. I'll buy you a drink. I know it's not the best time, but can we talk? Just the two of us. I think you've got something to say to me. Wouldn't last long trusting everyone so easily. But you are certainly a person of interest. I want to see what you do in the days to come. Intimidating Fumi was a mistake. I will apologize to her next time. And take responsibility for their poor judgment. They might be a private militia brought together by a common desire. But there's more than a few bad apples in the bunch. Great, isn't it? I picked it up in Chinatown. It makes me feel like one of those heroes from the romance of the Three Kingdoms. Really? Then, I suppose it's my turn to ask you the questions. But maybe let's go somewhere else first. I know a great place in Chinatown. Why don't we get a drink there and have a chat? Alright, follow me. I will show you the way. Hey, old fella. What's the matter?
Mr. Takasugi, those underlings of the magistrate barged in again, claiming I haven't paid my tax.
This new magistrate seems like a real piece of work.
Some of the other merchants lost their honest business and turned to smuggling on behalf of government officials.
Smuggling? It's repulsive that the officials charged to protect the country have turned down such a dark path. As I thought, we cannot go on simply obeying the shogunate. The people must embrace their power to express their will. That's why I created the Kiheitai militia. I mean, where do you think this country is headed? Daring of you to boast such a dark assessment so casually. But you are right. Without action, a new dawn cannot rise on the nation. Well, I would say we should continue this over a drink. But I can't leave these things here as they are. The sake will taste better after we've taken care of those cricket pigs. Now that those corrupt officials are taken care of, can you return the money and the goods they sold to their proper owners?
Shishe, Mr. Takasugi. You and your companions' deeds have opened my eyes. We must fight back for our communities ourselves. Which is why we would like to aid your Kiheitai. We would like to possess the same power as you.
Great. That's music to my ears. Here's to us, both looked down upon by the powers that be. I just wanted to invite you for a drink, but still, you stuck around through all of that. I would have to make it up to you sometime. Damn right I will. I'll show you why they say Choshu men like to share the wealth. Anyway, never a dull moment when you're around, my friend. Looks like we have a long road ahead of us.
So you managed to round up Shinsaku? I knew you could do it!
My husband arrived just a moment ago. I'm so relieved. Katsura should join us very soon. He's finding out all he can about my brother's situation.
Once everyone's here, we'll come up with a plan to save Master Shoin. I'm sure you'll have some ideas. That's what I want to hear.
Master Shoin is set to be executed soon. I've heard from several of my sources, and believe it to be true. I want everyone's ideas on what we should do.
The prison walls are unshakable. But what of the people inside?
What do you mean? What are you getting at?
Some of the girls are persuadable. We can use the Kiheitai to bring a few of them over to our side.
Shinsaku, our priority is saving Master Shoin's life. We simply don't have time for such games.
Do you have any better ideas?
Those pathetic officials are nothing to fear. I say we march in from the front.
Genius plan. #1 student.
Will you two give it a rest? Roma, Do you have any thoughts?
Indeed I do. There's a watchtower right by the prison. We could just climb it, then go swoosh right in.
How does one swoosh exactly?
What? You don't know how to swoosh? You know, have a swoop or take a glide.
What do you think? Perhaps you can offer us an impartial opinion.
You see? Slow and steady wins the race. That's the way to go.
Very well. We will do as you suggest. All right then. Everyone, prepare yourselves.
Who are you? You don't look like a god. Ah, if it isn't Shinsaku. I expect you have risked your life to be here, but I am afraid you must leave. What's that? You mean Fumi's here? It matters not. I cannot leave this place. I have done nothing wrong, you see. Were I to escape, it would be an admission of my guilt.
What then? Do you simply plan to rot here?
If death should grant one immortality, then death is the way forward. If life should grant great opportunity, then life is the way forward. I have long lived by these words. And now it is time to die by them. The people must rise and demand revolution. How else can change endure? It is within any individual's power to envision our future and shape it. All they need do is discover their purpose, and my death just might help them decide. Do you see now? Death is my final task. But I have one request. Give this to Fumi. My vision for the fate of our nation. The future as I see it. May it be of service as you build a new Japan. Thank you. I am counting on you. If only we had met in a different place and time.
You're up next.
Thank you.
Move! Out of the way!
Your time has come. Rise as one.
Master Shoin!
I'm guessing by that look on your face that you haven't found Fumi yet.
Pardon me.
Taka.
Fumi! You're alive!
Yes, Taka helped me escape.
Now there's nothing to hold us back. But I'm not sure I understand.
I'm sure there is much you wish to know. But please, save your questions. There is news of great import I must convey to you at once. An uprising by the Satsuma clan is imminent. Should you join forces with them and succeed, you will surely be able to clip the shogunate's wings. Perhaps ending this purge once and for all.
Yes, this is all very odd. The clan's lord gave his own daughter to the shogun as a bride. Surely they wield great influence.
This purge is one result of the loss of their influence. The Satsuma are now concerned that they, too, will be the target of oppression.
Listen to me, Genzui. I want you to decide. As Master Shoin's favorite student, it is you who is heir to his vision. I vow to help you in any way that I can.
Your time has come. Rise as one. Master, I will listen to my heart and walk the path we believed in. Let us join the Satsuma. To correct Japan's course, we must put our petty differences aside and embrace what we share. What say you? Do I have your support?
There are rumors of hostile agents lying in wait near the castle. Perhaps you might deploy more guards?
I am allowed as many guards as the shogunate provides. Do you expect the chief minister to flout the rules? Here we go.
What the?
So they are here.
Ready yourselves! Here they come!
Look at this place. It's more like a fortress.
Indeed. With the Americans fading from the scene, the British are making a show of their power.
When they finish that damn thing, we're in trouble. We'll never get them out.
Kusaka!
Yamagata, what took you so long? Anito, glad you could make it.
It's a terrible shame what happened to Master Shoin. But mark my words. I will personally make sure his death wasn't in vain.
Mr. Takasugi, it's been quite a while.
Ito, I've got a job for you. I want you to put on a fireworks show.
And by that you mean destroying a certain building.
Exactly. Now the Red Demon's gone, the foreigners are next. Let's torch them in the cholera they brought. The smoke will rise as a beacon for our cause.
With this, we take one step forward toward realizing Master Shoin's vision. Kanpai!
That place would have been a breeding ground for cholera. We were right to burn it to the ground.
Speaking of cholera, a firework display to honor all who have died is to be held by the Sumida River.
It's a shameless attempt to curry favor with the masses. But I'm all for fireworks. Blaze bright and vanish. Hell, that's how I want to go.
Listen up, men. It's time we began the next stage of the plan. The Red Demon is dead, and the British legation in ashes. We have the momentum to finish off the shogunate. We'll take control and defend our land from the West's control.
Here, here! And forge the world Master Shoin envisioned!
Then I have a proposition for the next step in ousting the shogunate. Kill Kaishu Katsu! With the Red Demon gone, he is at the heart of the shogunate. And word is he'll be attending the fireworks.
Katsu? I've heard he's just another aspiring windbag. Is killing him even worth the trouble?
It's the aspiring ones that you have to watch. Not that I need to rely on a drunkard for advice. Let's keep numbers low, to avoid drawing attention. Ready to head to the river and finish him? Great. We're counting on you. Sakamoto, you'll join us, won't you?
I guess. If it's what Master Shoin would have wanted.
I appreciate it. I'll go ahead and scope it out. Let us meet at the Azuma Bridge.
Huh. To think you would come to me by your own accord. Well then, there are some things you don't want to mention here, right? I don't mind going outside. Let's go someplace quiet, where there are no prying eyes. Follow me. Did you think I hadn't noticed? Where you been running about with Sakamoto of late? There's no way that wouldn't get back to me. Though it seems Kusaka hasn't noticed anything. I don't know what you're thinking. We may have walked together in Yokohama, but I guess I really don't know you. But look, just because you wandered down the wrong path, doesn't mean I'll cut things off right now. I mean, I could do that if I wanted, but then my life would be just that little bit less intriguing, wouldn't it? I see. In that case, once I've done what I have to do, perhaps I'll come looking for you. Anyway, you must have your own reasons to do what you do. I've known from the start when we met in Yokohama that your goals were different from ours. I will walk my own path, and you will walk yours. If those paths should cross again, let's celebrate over a drink. Your treat, of course.
So, Kondo sent you, did he? Well, fear not. I'll head back after a few more games.
What? You joined the Roshigumi? Well, no matter. I'm more interested in mixing with the clientele. Take Hijikata here. A fine fellow indeed. Not so fast. It's my lucky day. I'm telling you, I'm going to win so big that Thor will seem like a pittance. What? You would have me join the forces with the shogunate? I'm honored, flattered even, that you consider me so open-minded.
Hey, Takasugi. How about we make a little wager? You and I have ambitions to change the world, am I right? Well, why don't we see which one of us Lady Luck favors?
You want to see which one of us is born luckier? Sounds like fun. I accept. No hard feelings, if you're taking for all you got. Yeah?
Didn't turn out to be much of a contest.
One thing's for sure. Those thugs are going to be looking out for us. Seems like we got no choice but to team up. You're quite the fighter, Hijikata. Too good to languish in Roshigumi. That's for sure.
You're not such a bad fighter yourself, you know.
Nakaoka! You did well to make it such a long way.
The days of the shogunate are over, Kusaka. It's been a pleasure fighting alongside you.
Nah.
Choshu troops are in the mountains ready for battle. I pulled some strings and have a sizable army under my command now.
If my Kiheitai join you, the shogunate doesn't stand a chance.
You know it. Kusaka, we have the advantage. Just say the word, and your troops will be ready to march.
Great.
No sign of Katsura?
He was attacked by the Shinsaku at the Ikeda Inn. He managed to get away, it seems.
But we are not sure where he is now.
I see. In that case, do you remain firm in your resolve?
Yes. Your troops have come a long way and given us a golden opportunity. It is time to live up to Master Shoin's ideals.
When I fled my clan in Tosa, it was your clan that took me in. It's time for me to repay the favor.
Oh.
Kondo would be grateful for fighters with your skills. Perhaps you might consider... No, never mind.
You did well to stop him. Now, let's get Shinsaku out of here. Yes, I thought the same. But first things first, we need to help Shinsaku. We should be able to get him to the Choshu's Kyoto estate. With all of this going on, I'm hoping the defenses there have thinned. He's in trouble if we don't get him to a doctor right away. Come on, let's hurry.
If it wasn't for you, I would have been done for. I seriously thought it was the end for me. But thanks to you, I lived to tell the tale.
It was Oryo who saved you, really. I didn't know you were such an expert.
The expert is my father. All I did was follow his instructions.
To you and your father, I could never thank you enough. If you had not come, many lives would have been lost.
And I must say, your arrival was a very nice surprise. I never thought this would be my chance to see you again.
It seems too good to be true, doesn't it? Clearly, fate has something in store for the two of you.
I don't know about that.
That aside, what happened to Katsura? Do you know where he is?
No, he vanished after the incident at Ikeda Inn. But then this letter arrived here, just this morning.
Let's see here. I'm in Kamogawa. Your time has come. Rise as one. And do you think this is Katsura?
I can't say for certain. But anyone who would know Master Shion's last words must have seen his end.
You're right. That way we'll know for sure. Katsura's the man in charge. If he doesn't show his face soon, it's going to be hard to keep everyone in line.
Regretfully, I would have to leave this one up to you. I'm still not too steady on my feet. Also, it feels like I'm coming down with a cold.
Not a problem. We'll head there as soon as we're ready. There's a longhouse you can use in Kyoto. Rest up there. Once you're all set, join me in Kamogawa.
Be careful, Ryoma.
I will. Just look after Shinsaku, won't you?
What rotten timing. Just as you drop by, I have to head out for business. There's this restaurant I frequent. The geisha there have been having some trouble lately. One has to lend a helping hand when one can, you know? It's over at Ejiri, so bit of a trek, but you want to come too? Ha! I thought you were looking bored. Well then, by all means, let's be off.
Mr. Takasugi, thank you for coming. Just a moment while I prepare refreshments.
Don't waste your time. Those officials, they still giving you trouble?
Yes. They came again last night, made a mess of the place, then left without paying. They're running the business into the ground.
And they presume to run the country. And what of the man I sent ahead? Ito.
He's gone to investigate the officials in question. Please, you must help us. There's no one else we can turn to.
I will do what I can, but it'll likely be just this once. I don't exactly have a lot of free time, I'm afraid. Having heard the dilemma, you'll help too, then. First off, let's meet up with Ito. Come on, let's go.
Mr. Takasugi doesn't quite seem himself. I do hope he's all right. We, all of us here, are very fond of him. You take good care of him for us, won't you?
Right, that takes care of that. I'm a bit tired. I will head on back to the restaurant.
Hey, wait. You can't just go by yourself. I'm coming too.
Good work back there. Everything went smoothly, thanks to you. But these corrupt officials are as common as rats. We would run ourselves ragged if we tried to deal with each and every one of them. No, I would say they were just as bad. It exceeds a petty crime having merchants peddle stolen goods. In any case, it's always the common folk who suffer. Still, they are not completely powerless. This incident should have shown the people of Ejiri that they don't need to fear the authorities. Same for those in Chinatown. By uniting under a common purpose, they can strike back at their oppressors. Now more than ever, I see the truth in Master Shoin's words. If we were to overthrow the shogunate and save Japan, the masses must... It's nothing. I got a little carried away. That's all. I'm all fine now, so don't worry. Just keep this between us, all right? You must have noticed by now. It's better if you keep your distance. I might be contagious. I wanted to keep it a secret if I could, but realized it would have been impossible. You saw me about to fall after all. And anyway, I don't know how long I can keep on fighting like this. Not even the strongest body is free from the threat of disease. Don't you think you should get going before I pass it on to you? Funny. But it's no laughing matter. I wouldn't forgive myself if I drag you to the grave with me. You're an odd duck. There's no way I would ever risk my neck for the sake of companionship. More importantly, this is not the time for either of us to die. There's still so much left to do. It's down to us to shape this dull and 3D world into something better and brighter. And if the future is short, then I'll live to the fullest while I can. If I want to burn bright, like a firework, I can't stop now. I'm not going quietly. If you want to come along for the ride, I won't stop you. I will show you a better world. Though this path is not an easy one to walk. Ah, it's you. Quite a pathetic sight, aren't I? I don't want to wither away on a stone. If I'm going to die, I want to burn like a firework. But it seems that's too much to ask.
Tuberculosis. It's already ravaged much of his lungs. I'm afraid he's too far gone. If there was, we wouldn't be in this position.
Damn it all. Takasugi can't leave us so soon. It's not yet his time.
There's been a talk of a samurai researching a cure for tuberculosis. Rumor has it he's had a breakthrough. They say he's hidden himself away in a hut on the mountain's northeastern suburbs. If you can smoke him out, he might be able to help. Just to be clear, even the Westerners haven't found a cure for tuberculosis. You'd be a fool to get your hopes up.
If there's even a sliver of hope, then we have to try, don't we? I'll make my way to the mountain at once. Meet me there, all right?
I'm sorry. But would you mind coming back some other time? I'm afraid I'm in no condition for leisurely conversation.
I've spoken with the locals and gotten an idea. The hut of the samurai in question ought to be halfway up this mountain. We need to get that medicine for Takasugi no matter what. Come on, let's go. Oh, I should mention that some suspicious samurai were seen heading up the mountain not long ago. We'll want to stay vigilant as we go.
You! Ah, thank you. Isn't it? What brings you all the way out here?
I heard talk of a samurai looking for cured tuberculosis. You wouldn't happen to be the man I'm looking for?
Guilty as charged. At least, I don't know of anyone else who fits the description. The soil and the plants here are useful for my work, and being somewhere this remote discourages interruptions. Well, like the one you just saw, for starters. I've had an increasing number of boisterous visitors of late. Die, barbarian-loving traitor, shogunate scum. That's typically the way it goes.
You have to help us. Someone's life depends on it.
I see. So that's why you sought me out. Very well. I've formulated something that might be able to help. But it's further down the road and there might be more interruptions. Might I ask you to be my escort? Oh, good. I'm not really one for slashing and stabbing. Shall we be off? I trust you remember the links we went to acquiring that soil from the bamboo trees. After much trial and error, I finally succeeded in turning that soil into this. I should say, I don't know for certain that the medicine works. For all I know, it might make your friend worse. Are you sure you want it? I see. You don't have the luxury of time. Very well then. This is yours.
What else can we do? If there's any hope at all that this works, we can't afford to hesitate. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm heading back first to tell Takasugi.
I'm not sure who it is you're trying to save, but I hope they recover soon.
Out of my way. I've got 1,000 things to do. I'm well prepared to accept my fate. What regret is there to be had, dying for one's beliefs? Even now, our comrades are fighting to bring down the shogunate, shedding blood for our cause. While they risk life and limb, I won't lie useless in bed. Nonsense. There's no cure for tuberculosis. Now, get out of my way. I'm warning you. I won't hold back. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't mind going together with you. I'm of no use to the Kiheitai in my current state. Fine. I won't fight this anymore. I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. But I will go quietly and leave our mission to the rest of you. I will never walk. I just can't win with you. Fine. So I'm supposed to drink this then?
It's amazing that you're already up and about, Takasugi.
Amazing is right. I can't tell if I should be more shocked or impressed. While I suspect the drug has had some effect, I dare say you were saved by your sheer will to live, or your stubborn refusal to walk through death's door.
I'm still kicking thanks to you all. Now I just need to decide how to use my newfound vitality. Well, well. Together, you say. I won't let you forget that, you know? If life should grant greater opportunity, then life is the way forward. With the life I've been granted, I will finish the task of overturning the shogunate. Then, I will look upon a new Japan with my own eyes. Whatever the future might bring, I cannot wait to see. You're another one that refuses to learn, I see. Have you come to tell me it was that freedom of yours that saved you? Fine. Speak your business. What an honor to receive an invitation from you. Of course, I'll go with you. This will do, won't it? So what did you want to talk about? Whoa, whoa. What are you saying? I knew you were hard to predict, but this is wild. Seems like even I get a little flustered with such an ambush. But if you're going to play it straight with me, I will do the same courtesy. I love you too, and I don't want to give you up to anyone else. So be mine, and mine alone. Great timing. I was about to head over to see you. There are better places to hold a little rendezvous, eh? Let's get out of here. Music to my ears. I know a little place. I will show you the way. I'd kill the kind crows throughout the world to seek repose in peace with the master of my heart. That's the lyrics of the Dotoitsu. Have you heard it before? It's often sung along to the shamisen. It's quite popular in the pleasure district. Not that I've been there since you and I made our arrangement, of course. It's about killing all the crows that would herald the dawn to carry on with the enjoyment of one's beloved, uninterrupted. You understand what I'm getting at, don't you? So you're toying with me. Well then, I think I'll just toy with you too. So, if you're wondering why I brought you here, it's because this place offers lodging to their guests. For two lovers, this is only natural, don't you think? You are not going back tonight.
I hope you are prepared for some decadently peaceful repose. Not a bad time seeing you in disarray between the sheets. Certainly wasn't the face you show on the battlefield. I would happily enjoy peaceful repose with you anytime. So, don't hesitate to ask. Ah, did you miss me? Sure, I'm game. What's on your mind? Oh. Wow. Now, that's surprisingly cute of you, worrying about stuff like that. The Pleasure District is just somewhere for folks like us to gather and find out what's going on in the world. That's all there is to it. Well, I used to go there for other reasons too. But with you, why would I bother now? Hold your horses. Why waste time thinking about what happens after death? Let's focus on how we want to live. I'm always thinking about living life of interest with you, and how to realize that. But a peaceful life doesn't seem to be in the cards. So when I die, I want to think I led an intriguing life, you know? And when the day comes that I take my last breath, I hope it's with you at my side. Wait, we were supposed to be talking about leaving. Well, enough of this. If you make it even one day longer than me, I couldn't wish for more. Really? All right, fine by me. Till the next time. I had a feeling I might find you here. My intuition as sharp as ever, eh? As someone who owes you his life, let me speak my piece. You survived this long. Don't waste it by dying now, understood? The mark of a true hero is that they live when they are supposed to and die when they are supposed to. That's how we should aspire to be. Moreover, I want to welcome the new world with you. So you make sure you come back alive. Come back to me.